what are the functions of liver? So student, liver is not a part of the alimentary canal, but it is an excessive organ which is required for the digestion. So liver, pancreas, these are all accessory organs which is required for the digestion. And liver is the largest and the heaviest gland. So it is the largest gland present in the body and it is the heaviest internal organ of the body. It has got various functions. It is not directly involved in digestion, but it produces bile salts which is used for the digestion of the fat. It breaks the fats into smaller droplets so that increases the surface area for the digestion of fats. And this process is called emulsification of fats. So once the fat is emulsified, the lipases, pancreatic lipase and intestinal lipase can act upon it and further break down into fatty acid and glycerol. Apart from that, liver also has got certain other roles. It helps in detoxifying the blood. So detoxifying the blood means removing the metabolic waste and the poisonous substances from the blood. So it filters the blood, it removes the metabolic waste present in them. And it is a storage organ which stores nutrients, proteins, carbohydrates. So nutrients like iron, vitamins like A, D, E, K and B12. So these are stored in the liver. Liver produces plasma proteins. It secretes plasma proteins such as albumin, which is required for maintaining the pH of the blood, and it also regulates the osmotic balance, albumins. Fibrinogen is secreted by liver. It is required for the clotting mechanisms. They also store amino acids. They synthesize amino acids. And liver is called a metabolic mill because it stores the excess glucose. It converts the excess glucose into glycogen and it will store the excess glucose. This is after a meal. But once there is a shortage of glucose, the same glycogen will be converted back to glucose and the glucose will be released to the blood. So that to compensate the shortage of the glucose. So here, when the glucose is excess, it converts it into glycogen and it stores. When there is a shortage, it breaks the glycogen to glucose and the glucose will be released. And it also plays an important role in breaking down of amino acids. When proteins are broken down, nitrogenous metabolic waste are released and this has to be eliminated immediately or else it becomes toxic. The metabolic waste will be converted to urea and this urea can be stored for a short period of time. So this conversion of nitrogenous metabolic waste occurs in the liver where it is converted to urea. So along with that, when the hemoglobin is broken down, it produces an end product called bilirubin and biliverdin. So these are toxic substances and they are removed with the help of the liver. So along with the bile juice, bilirubin and biliverdin will be excreted, will be released into the small intestine. From there it is further removed. So these are the functions of the liver. So it doesn't have any direct role in digestion, but it helps in emulsification of the fats. It removes the metabolic or poisonous substances from the blood, so it detoxifies the blood. It stores vitamins, iron. It produces plasma proteins like albumin, fibrinogen. It converts glucose to glycogen and glycogen to glucose. It is required for the synthesis of urea and it helps to remove the end product of hemoglobin, that is bilirubin and biliverdin. Along with the bile juice, these metabolic wastes are removed from the body.